So if everybody would agree that. Okay. Anita is already putting a question about her boys. Maybe Anita, you can describe for me what exactly the boys need healing for. And we already talked about the first topic which popped up, and that's making excuses in a way that we are at the same time making ourselves little less, not that huge multidimensional being that we are. So maybe it's good to start off after a round of talking to each other, saying who we are and what your wish is for today. Then we want to centralize it, and I start doing an activation for us to understand, trust, and believe that we are a multidimensional being and can grow in that. And then, well, we see how everything evolves. It's my plan to do this weekly, so that I believe that everything should be done in at least 5 sessions, so that if you touch some topic at the moment, it has 4 other program areas in the field of you, and so it will be necessary to have a bit deeper going in that. But that's my system. I'm also going to do a little promotion on my courses at Starseed U, and of course the YouTube channel. If you didn't subscribe to that, please do. Things like that. So and also because I believe that I got a course on Starseed U, and I believe it's a very powerful and strong one, helping to clear all the meridians. Bobby is already is knowing it, but it's very. I did my best to make it as powerful at that moment. I think I succeeded in it. So that can be helpful in our awakening, because this awakening, we have to get rid of a lot of dirt. Yeah, dirt is also a good word. We gathered in all those ages by programs, like, for instance, the program of saying sorry. So maybe it's a good idea to have a little round if you have any specific purpose for this session. Can we start with you, Andrea? Because you're on my top.
Sure. I'm Andrea. I'm from Alberta, Canada. And I was telling Robert this morning that I called in the type of work that I wanted, and it landed in my lap. So far, so I sent out a number of quotes, and I would just like to see most or all of those that are in alignment come into actual fruition. I want them to come all the way to paid jobs, money in hand. That's my intention.
Okay, very clear, perfect. Thank you. Samala. Please put your hand on your heart and unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yes. Hearing Andrea now, my mind just juggled on the other side, but it's like I do feel like it will go, okay, I get it. It will go on the same thing. It was like valuing myself. Because I was thinking, most people who got a reading with me, they will genuinely say, actually, I heard them, they say they got their life back. Okay. I know on that point, I'm 100% when I'm working in that field. I know my heart is in reading cards, but I don't get clients. I can't get that jump, you know, because I don't value myself. I've been playing so small. Now I'm getting that realization, maybe 3 weeks, that I'm going deeper inside. And it's for me and my husband. And my 2 girls, we're on the same line. We find it like this is the time we have to go deeper, facing that low self-esteem, not valuing, oh, it's deep. I don't know where to start. You have an idea?
Yeah, here today.
Thank you so much, Robert, for having me. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Samala. Bobby. what's your idea for the session today? Can you unmute for a second? Yeah.
Hi. Sorry. Okay, I'm at work. What was that?
The question is, what's your intention or idea for this session today? What you want to achieve?
Oh, to open up more. I feel like my heart now is starting to activate finally after 2 years. That was my biggest thing. And with the guidance, I get a knowing, but I don't hear clairaudience or anything. But I kind of want to get that a little bit more tuned in if possible. I hear the ringing in my ears and stuff like that, but
okay.
Sometimes I feel like I'm feeling like I'm solo.
Oh, you are.
I know.
we are all solo and therefore together. So don't worry about that. And don't compare with others. Some people hear, some people feel, some people hear feel, some have other combinations. You are unique, so there's no comparison. So start working on your own belief system, and we will do that because it's nice to see the mutual red line in this session already. So don't worry. Okay, Anita, maybe it's possible that you can unmute, because I would really love to know.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Because I asked the others what's their plan, their idea for this today's session, and you already wrote that you have 2 boys who want to be healed, but I don't know where they need to be healed for, and I would love to hear your idea for this session as well.
I don't really know. I'm very fear-ridden at the moment. Lots of fear coming out. Somebody told me mostly from my past lives, very tragic past lives.
Yeah.
And my heart is still not really open. So there's some activations there, probably hoping soon will arrive.
Okay.
So it's difficult for me at the moment. I feel like I don't want to be here.
You don't want to be here. That's the feeling you got.
Like, I mean, not the meeting, just general on the earth.
Okay, but that's I understand. And I think a lot of people have this same feeling, so you're not alone in that as well. So, and don't say sorry for that, because we're going to work on that anyway. It's and this is the time we are experiencing our own feelings and starting to express them. So it's a whole mixture of a lot of things. Is it okay that I will direct my energy mostly at you at the moment, because I think the whole family will benefit best from that?
Yes, work away.
Okay, so let's do that. So you can mute again, and I will start with the first coach I want to do, and that's let me make a little note on that. Maybe it's good that not everybody is familiar with my work. Some have seen me working with Nicola or Ingar, and mostly I'm there a bit timid is the word. Yeah, I'm not the big guy. Now I have to do it all by myself, so it's interesting for me. And of course I do one-on-one sessions, and then I can really direct my energy towards persons and direct it there where it's needed. And I got, if you saw some work of mine, I got really strong codes. They are divine, holy, and source codes, and they will come into your DNA. They will come into your brain. They will come into your source blueprint. So I come into the places where it really matters. Of course, all has to be agreed with the higher self of yours, and I think otherwise you wouldn't be here. Everything is for the greatest good and greatest light, and sometimes I'm a bit ambitious, and I will ask for things. If it's not allowed, it won't come. So that's the corners around my work. I'm a strong believer of hand on the heart. So I really would pledge to have you during this whole session to have your hand on your heart if you didn't already do it, because in my belief system, the hand on the heart will really help to filter all your fuzzy and imaginations and thoughts and all these mind machine. It will slow it down and it will filter all the ideas. If it passes through the heart, then it's okay. Then the mind did a good job, but most of it won't pass through it. So with the hand on the heart, you have an easier way to receive information. And for me, it's easier to connect to you all in the energy. So I'm often asking also to close your eyes. 2 reasons. First, my ego loves it when people have closed their eyes so that they don't watch me at the moment, but you can always watch the recording afterwards, and it's a little nonsense, of course. And the other one is if you close your eyes, it's easier, you're less distracted, and you get more information into your system. If it's for you, Bobby, on your job not possible, it's okay, no problem at all. But for the others, it can be helpful to close your eyes, and especially when I start giving codes. The other thing is when I'm talking like this, there are already codes coming. So don't worry, this will be a bombardment of information and light codes for you. So what I want to do first is to connect you all to your higher self. And that's we are all connected to the higher self, but I want to establish a more powerful connection. So what I'm going to do now is to focus my intention to bring in all time and space, in all the timelines and lifetimes of all of you, the higher self, deeper in connection with the heart, central heart of your body. In this connection, we're going to bring in just a simple code like source. You're going to widen the portal, the tube between the heart and the higher self. For all of you in all time and space. And with this empowered portal between the higher self and the central heart, the belief system, the trust in that everything is fine and everything is okay, and even if we not see it as okay as a human being, it is okay, because in the universe, the source only creates things which are combined together, working together, and which are perfectly orchestrated. So this strength and also this belief system is helping you to be in a better place, in a normalized place for yourself in this place on earth. And if possible, you keep your eyes closed, and I will move into the central thing we also heard about today is valuing yourself. So with improved, widened communication centered higher self and self connection, you're going to also clear all your cellular system. So every cell, single cell, will be cleared of all density and all emotions not needed anymore. And after we cleared and cleaned all the cells of you, you're going to fill them with self-image, self-awareness, self-valuing, self-love. You're going to clear every cell in your body. Shinyana short of Shugosto Tonyo Shuya And all these cells are cleansed. They're like the Swiffer is going cell by cell by cell, cleaning all the old density, the old emotions out of it. And when we've done this whole system, we're going to fill all these new empty spaces with self-love, self-embodiment, self-empowerment, valuing yourself, and love and light. Sure or she, After this, we're going to bathe you in beautiful golden light. This golden light will establish a powerful protection shield and will help you to understand, trust that this system is perfectly made, that you're at the right time and space, that you're doing the right things, that everything is perfect, and that you are a multidimensional being. So let that integrate, and when you're ready, and only when you're ready, you can open your eyes again. Take your time, there's no speed needed. Just take your time. And if you want to give feedback, you are welcome. If you don't want to do it, you're welcome as well. Maybe it helps if we talk about it a little bit, what's happening. If you feel comfortable, do it. Open your, unmute yourself, and otherwise you think of something else.
That was amazing. I felt it all throughout my whole, like through my chest cavity, like through my heart, and then through my head. And I got like a ping here,
Yeah.
like a, you know, like a muscle contraction that was going the whole time. So that was, I feel good.
Okay,
It feels
super.
really good.
Super.
Yep.
Good. Thank you very much. So if somebody's motivated by Bobby, and even if you didn't feel anything, it's also perfect. You can say whatever you want. This is not a blissful, holy happiness session. That's be true, be authentic. Samala, are you already back? But Andreas as first. That's okay. Andrea.
Yeah,
Didn't
I was just gonna say that my my sensation was similar to Bobby's. I felt it mostly in my chest.
Yeah.
And that's not always the case for me. Like often I will have like things go through my entire body or centralize in my head, but this one was it very much did sit in my chest area.
Super.
And it felt warm. It
Yeah.
was what I felt. Yeah.
Homecoming warm. That's the whole idea. Yeah, perfect, super. Thank you very much, Samala.
I didn't want to come back. It was
So-
so peaceful, such a bliss. And I said, oh God, I would just them all. It's like, it feels so peaceful.
Hmm.
It's just a vibration. And then I don't see much colors. I was able to see like a magenta.
Yeah.
That's the only color that I will get. And then in the end, I was seeing green. And that rarely I see color. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank yourself. Thank yourself, because you are doing it together with your higher self. I'm just facilitating this. So thank you. It's a bit in the same area of sorry, and it's for me it's it's okay. It's okay. It's everything I say is not judgmental. It's very important. I just am aware of things or feel things, and that they're my belief system. So don't blame yourself, judge yourself. Don't take it heavily. It's all just for helping us to get to this session at least. So I'm always a joker, so I make jokes. If somebody makes excuses, I can't stop myself in mentioning it. So don't be offended in that. Maybe Anita, is it possible for you to give a little feedback? If not, just let me know. If you're still there, or write something that you're not doing, it's okay. Because otherwise, I'm going to move into the topic of open up more the heart.
Okay.
Okay, that's the topic also for Anita. I feel that's loads of sadness, and Anita, for you, let everything come out. We don't see you, so don't be bothered by anything. Everything which gets out is really giving you space to renew all things inside in your energetic field. So just it's okay if things come out, and those codes will have an effect, especially if the, how do you call it, if the kettle is too full, that the top will come off. Let me say, the whole idea of opening the heart. In my belief system, and what I'm doing lately, the last weeks, a lot of times, and Andrea had a little experience on that, is to create a real big heart of everything you are. So I believe that everybody is a multidimensional being, that we have a higher self with a whole bunch of helpers, guardian angels, aliens, guides, whatever you will call them. They are helping us because we came from different galactic spaces, and we are here to do a job on this planet. And we are the physical part of this group. And because we are physical, we are able to transmute information or energies into the planet Earth. But by coming here, we forgot everything. That was a little mistake, or maybe it was obvious, but we forgot most of it. So, but we can more and more remember things, but we can do that from the heart. So in my belief system, there is a photon, a little ball of light, directly from the source in the center of your heart. So what I'm going to do with my coach is to the sphere, the ball around that photon, I'm going to enlarge it in the size of a tennis ball. So maybe it's like a little ball, glass ball now. We make it like a tennis ball, much bigger, and therefore the photon has more space to shine its light. And from that, I'm going to connect every cell to your heart, to this photon, to the center of your heart, and all the systems, you got lymph system, you got your blood systems, you got your organs, you got your muscles. There are so many systems in the body, and most of the systems we don't even know. Even our scientists don't have a clue. And when we are going to connect this all to the center of the heart, and then we're going to connect everything of your energetical system. There, I only say it's the energetical system, where there are people there, they distinguish more than 20 levels in that. It's beautiful if you believe it. For me, the energetic system is complete, and there are multiple systems in that as well, same as the body. And then I'm going to connect also the cosmical system. And I do that in all time and space. So it's for all your lifetimes, all time and space, everything connected directly to your heart. And probably, and as I can see, if we still have time, I think we will have time. I do also a little bit of inner child work so that we can gather all the inner childs in all our past lives and now lives, and all with all these, you were all females, so all the little girls around us. And then we're going to work that and connect them also to this renewed feeling of the centralized, much enlarged heart. So this will, I hope, be a smashing session. And so if everybody is ready, maybe take a sip of water, and I can take a sip of water. I promised myself to drink 3 liters today, so this is the third. So if everybody is ready, take your time, Samala, take your time. And you're still on sound, Samala?
Oh, geez.
No, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. We could,
It is very powerful.
okay. Yeah. So close your eyes again, put your hand on your heart. If your feet, put your feet next to each other and open yourself for what's coming. I just already explained it. So I will focus on all time and space to centralize everything in this photon in your center heart. You got your central heart, you got the upper heart, you got the lower heart, you got your 4 rooms in the center heart, you got your back heart. In the middle of this all, this heart space, is the photon of the source. This photon of the source is encapsulated in a sphere. So what I'm going to do with my coach now is to widen the space of the sphere, like it's a normal sized tennis ball. And there in that, this photon has more room to light and shine. With this enlarged, the size tennis ball sphere around the photon, there's more light which can shine in your central heart. And what I want to do now is to go back to your cellular system. So every cell of your body, I'm going to connect again to the central heart, to the sphere, to this photon. So every cell in your system, in your physical system, is reconnected again to the photon, the center of your heart. Now, after this has been done, I'm going to connect all other systems in your physical body, like the lymph system, like your blood system, like your muscle system, like your meridians. All these systems we're going to connect as well to the heart. So now all physical systems, the ones we know and even the ones we don't know, are connected to the central heart, to the photon of the source in your heart. We're going to move over to your energetical system, and all the different systems in that energetical system, we're going to connect as well to the photon in the center of your heart. As this is done, you're also going to connect all your cosmical systems, your galactic systems, everything in all universes you are related with. You're going to connect it to the photon in your heart, the photon of the source in the center of your heart. Shu tukutata shata shi vu tukutata ni 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 shu. And while we are working on everything connected to the heart, we're gonna work in your belief system. The belief system, the programs in your belief system in all time and space. You're gonna connect them to your heart. You're gonna make them stronger and empowered in believing that you are powerful, that you are loving, that everything is perfectly all right, that everything you experience is just to experience it, that you are always able to let go of the emotions going together with the experience. You can always let them go into the earth. And as a gift, I will point out that with this connection to the heart, we can remember, re-remember all our senses on a much, much wider and bigger way, like your multidimensional being senses. You connect them to your heart. So open up all your spaces from out the heart to get different hearing, different seeing, different understanding, different feeling, different believing, different everything. And then to end this part, the belief system, the programs which stop us valuing us really highly, we're gonna reset them, reprogram them, take them away. And things like saying you're sorry, if it's not from the heart, it's not needed anymore. Things that you think you do something wrong, it's not wrong, it's just an experience. It's okay to experience. So start re-believe in the power of yourself, of your light.
Okay, what happened with me is it felt like I was thrown into like a huge pool. And you know how when the water comes up and it like collapses back down? It felt like that, like my whole system, like I got waves of like tingles and goosebumps right now. So that was really cool.
Sounds really good. It sounds like really the clearing and the cleaning of everything in your system.
Yeah. Like it's still waving, like the tingles are down through my feet.
Yeah, it's beautiful because and it will continue the coming days because light language or light information is like a wave. So when I'm sending my it's like laser beamed waves, but they will continue. They will. It's just like if you throw a rock in the water, it will move and move and move and move until it's completely integrated in your system, in your frequency. So yes, very, very recognizable. Beautiful. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Be that powerful person. Or is it too much? Andrea.
Those codes sat a little bit more in the back of my, kind of up the back of my head.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I saw, and I will figure out the significance of it perhaps, or maybe not, but it was like a big palm of a hand kind of sitting like this. I'm not sure if that was, I'm not sure if it was meant to, I'm not sure of the meaning of it, but often those things, when they come to me, will unravel themselves over the course of the next few days. And if not, oh well.
It's fine as well. Yeah, and I believe that I'm not going to explain what things are meaning, because then my ego will do it, and that's not the place. And normally there's no place at all for that. But I believe that if something is shown to you in colors or in a shape, if it's necessary, you will be explained what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And normally it's just to help you remember. It's like a remembrance token or something like that. And in your subconscious, somewhere between the higher self and you will understand what it is. So it's always like if there's a need for explanation, you will get it. And otherwise, just trust the system, trust your higher self, be in complete belief what is happening to you, and be open like you are. So
it felt to me kind of like a cradling is the word that came to me. I get words often. And so it's that's what
sounds good.
I'm associating with.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. Samala.
Yes, it was beautiful. There is few time you feel like a bit of just a little tingy pinch on the hip where the light is going in. You just feel the shift, but then suddenly I feel my body was like this. I feel the flow was very easy on this side, but here was a bit tense. And then the another side, I feel like it's like yeah, I mean like this, and it's doing a thing. When it's finished, I feel the energy was giving me a sign of an 8. I don't know what's mean. I'm just going with the flow, and it's like in the end, it's giving me an 8 sign. I presume it's all good. It speaks the left, the right.
Oh, zeker.
Thank you.
8 is almost always the infinitive. So it's a continuous, how do you call it? A continuous flow of energy. Probably that, and I'm not because I think that this is the answer, but normally the 8 is infinitive. Maybe that
makes sense. Well, because sorry, I interrupted. Oh, I should not say that word. Yeah, it's like it's like it makes sense, because that's what I felt with my energy. It's like the disbalance between the male and the female. And then in the end it make all sense, because now it's showing like it's flowing up and down, giving me that. It's like the divine for the divine mother, what I think.
Yeah.
You know. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Beautiful. Yeah. Anita, how was it for you? Is that already? See my proton experience, and I felt energy like pulling in. Okay. Yeah. So that's sounds really good. There are 2 things I want to do. The first thing is to want to get the inner child work, because in my belief system, it happens a lot that we experience something, and in that experience, an emotion is connected, or multiple emotions are connected, and we are not used to let go of these emotions. So we experience something, we get a lot of emotions. We normally are taught to learn to hang into the emotions and really get deep into the emotions. And I believe that we are only here to experience, to know what emotions are related to the experience, and then let go of the emotions, and we store that experience with the knowledge of the emotions, but not with the emotions. And all our inner childs until up today, so this little Andreas, little Roberts, little Bobbies, little Samanas, they all weren't used to that. They were holding the emotions and things like that. And that's perfectly all right, because everything is perfect. So we need to have that experience as well. But we are able to do it in the quantum field, in all time and space, to get rid of that emotions. So that's what I want to do. And then specifically aimed at your self-esteem and all the programs of saying sorry if that was just a program. So it's always perfect if you have your hand on your heart and you say sorry, and it's deeply true, because it's only on purity what we want to achieve. But it will help to get rid of these programs in combination with these inner childs. So if everybody is ready, I'm going to start again. So put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and in all time and space, I'm going to work on all inner childs of all of us. And so I'm going to ask all our inner childs to circle around each of us. And we're going to first going to send love to our inner childs. And they are from all lifetimes, all time and space, up till the inner child of today, yesterday. And all these inner childs have worked really hard to get experiences, and they were not used to let go of the emotions accompanied with the experiences. So we're going to help them and thank them for and say that it was perfectly all right. We're going to also help them to let go of those emotions, so that they can store its experience with the knowledge of the emotions, but not the emotions themselves. Shurdo kostoro chikunyanai shi shur shanyana sha shukonyana yanya wo inya wo. So there's no judging, there's no wrong or right, everything is perfect. But now we can help them release these emotions. They can always let those emotions go in fluid flow in the earth. Shurt osh nyan yai shurt shukostonya. Shunyan shai shukorotush onyono yuko kosta arishita shan yomo sho. And with this renewed space we gained in all these experiences without these emotions, we can put love, tenderness, self-esteem, self-empowerment, knowing that saying sorry is not needed unless it is pure from the heart. Taking away all these programs around it, from saying sorry or apologizing before you even could think if you would like to apologize from the heart. Short ayana shoo shoo shoo. Before we let all these inner childs go, we're gonna give them a little hug, a pat on the head or on the shoulder. Thank them again for all the beautiful work they have done. They have done such tremendous work on experiences for us, and we are so thankful for them. So we thank them straight from the central heart. Choko kosto, shoroto sto, nyoto, shoto, moya na yo. We send us the biggest love and caring feelings for them. Shota shinayai, shota inyanaya, kokoshta. Shoo, 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 shoo. And we can let them go with love. Chaya, chupo.
That was interesting. So I seen a whole bunch of, they weren't shadow, but it was like a iridescent little beings all over. And then when you started with that, the transmission, it went all into like, they all integrated into one. And then it turned a little bit more solid, and then it went out again, and then they were all like around, but they were like more like a rainbowy color instead of just like like before it was like glass, but now they're like bubbles. You know how bubbles have that rainbowy hue in it? That's what I seen.
Beautiful. Sounds like a very interesting experience and beautifully describing what I was doing with the codes. So this the circle of inner childs, and yeah, beautiful. And giving them the new space again, because this for me it feels like these inner childs were carrying a burden, because they were carrying these emotions, and they never were taught that it was not necessary anymore. So they were carrying this for ages and ages and ages, and now they could get rid of it, and there was more space. So, and that in my translation, it sounds like they're now rainbow color again because they can shine.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like I feel like the last few days I had like this tightness in my chest because I have asthma, and now it seems like that is like gone.
Okay.
So that's interesting too.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Bobby. Let's start with Anita. Is there any comment you have? Any things you felt?
I seen myself lying on my back, surrounded with children of different ages and of genders.
Yeah.
And at the very end, they all jumped into my heart, and then this a pink ray, like an escalator, spiral escalator, they all went up in this pink ray.
Wow.
That's what I seen.
Wow, sounds really beautiful. So, and how does it feel for you now? How do you feel to be here now?
Well, anxiety is less, it's still there.
Yeah, of course. You can't do all miracles in one.
Yeah, it takes time. Hopefully within a few days or a few weeks, everything will improve.
Mm-hmm.
I still learn to accept things the way they are, which is difficult from after experiencing trauma as a child. So
of course, yeah, and we all have our burdens, and nobody says it easy, but a lot of things can be I say that in English, facilitated or made easier. It is not that in the past we should really get into the experiences and relive it and really get into the depth of it. That's not necessary anymore. The energies are much higher, so there's much more to be done at the moment already. So you don't have to suffer.
yes, and because we're on Earth, it's a little bit slower than where it comes from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Samala.
I felt like a little girl. Oh, yeah, it's me. Yeah, but I was guided to put one of my hand on my solar plexus during the session. I did it. The word when before we finish, it's like the healing for me. It was like to tell the little girl that you're safe. You're safe.
Yeah.
And this morning, I usually go to work for a walk up the hill here at 5 o'clock. I went at 3:30, and during my walk, I did feel the fear were coming because it's a bit early on the street, but I continued to go for the walk, and I said, no, because it's not real, nothing can happen. So I feel from this morning to now, it makes sense why I feel unsafe. And now I just tell her she's safe. And in the end, I feel she's whole. Thank you for that, Robert. That was beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. And just let it digest in your system for a little while. And beautiful. Thank you very much, Amala. Andrea.
There was one little girl who stayed in my awareness visually longer than the others. So I think that maybe she was forefront and needed more than the rest. And when you said to send love to them, oh, it was so heartfelt. Like it just emanated from this heart space, and it just felt so good.
Yeah, beautiful. Super. Thank you very much. Of course, it's such a session, you can't do everything, and everything in my belief system needs to be in 5 sessions so that the whole programming is taken away or reset or rewritten. So for people who will see this, this is just short-term things, tryouts, and it's beautiful how everybody's responding on it. I'm planning to do this weekly on a donation basis. I will always record it and send it to YouTube and Facebook so that other people can see what you can do with light codes. And also everybody, for instance, Amala, your husband, you know, if he's watching this, he can get the same codes on for his field. So it's working for collective as well. And and that's for Bobby, her mother, it's the same. You know, if you have relatives or family, you can let them watch it. It's also for Anita, if you now, I can't see if you were sitting alone or with your children and your husband, but if they are watching it and they are open to what the information is, then they will get the information and the codes, and so therefore the healing what is needed. For now, I would just want to open up everybody's microphone, and I'm just curious on how you're feeling now after this first session. If it's something you want to do again, are you going to share it, or everything? Just share with me.
Beautiful. It's very, very powerful. And next Friday, I'll be there definitely, but you might have Billy as well, because I will tell him like how it works, and I will encourage him to come over as well. So I'm sure we'll be both here next week. It's an amazing healing.
Yeah, so thank you very much for that. And if you know people to share it with, please do, because I want to make a bigger group of this, so that people start understanding how powerful energies can work. And Samala, have a little feel and see how it changes your belief system on getting clients.
Yeah.
Because I think that inner child work we did as and the heart opening work and that's connection with the higher self, all these 3 elements are really empowering that you are more authentic, pure, straight from the heart. And if you are all these things, it's easier to just trust that your higher self will bring those persons. So you can get rid of, lose, or forget all these working elements of the being here, and just trust that you will be provided. You will get your what's needed. If it's meant to be, it will be there.
Thank you, Robert. I have belief, because I feel like from the month of May, the whole month for me, it's like I've gone deep on my journey on authenticity, loving myself, and getting one with source, like my higher self. That's the only thing I'm merging more. Like it's not, yes, the aspect of the client, we need to work, we need to pay bill, yeah. But my priority is merging with my higher self. And today's session was just what I need. And I asked that today. It's like my prayers was answered this morning when I went for my walk. And that what I was asking the universe. And so like that, I see the miracle. The faith is there every day. Whenever I ask something, it will happen. It's in own time. You know?
Beautiful, beautiful. Bobby or Andrea?
I feel like that message was a little bit for me too. The trust, just trust in the universe, and you know, with respect to the work actually coming to full fruition. I think there's a little bit of a like, okay, you did your first part, but is it are you actually going to get the paid, you know, work when all is said and done? And you know what? That's the lesson. Just trust.
Yeah,
Yep.
I believe that such a group coming together is always universally directed, orchestrated. So we all have the same topics, even if we don't speak them out. It's still everything is related and connected to each other, and it
And I
helps.
really,
Yeah,
sorry, I really like group work for that reason. I've
Yeah.
done a lot of group work over the last year or two. And
Mhm.
I just find that you draw things from each other so much, and we provide things that the others need. And I find it amplifies everything. It's so powerful.
yeah, it's true. But also,
Yeah.
because I do personal sessions as well, and I believe in the 5 sessions. If you go to www.coaching.nl, my website, you can see my pricing, and it's 5 sessions. It's a better price than single sessions because my experience is that the effect in 5 sessions is complete. And if you do single session or you stretch the 5 sessions too much out of each other, out in time, you will see that people are more, it's more like a first aid kit work. And in group sessions, there's the risk that you are still hiding a bit and not expressing completely. So you're co-surfing on the wave of others. And if you're in a single session, there's no way out. I won't let you get out in that. So that I completely understand and subscribe what you are saying on group sessions, because that's the beauty. You see that everybody has a mutual element of what needs to be done and can be done. But on the other hand, it's plus. It's together in my belief system. But I completely agree, and it's beautiful that Samala told that you were like that. She spoke my lines. Yeah. Yes, Samala.
Andrea, are you finished, my love? Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Robert, when I checked your website this morning, I seen the session. So the session is not like 1 to the 5, or how do you do that? It's a whole session together?
No,
Oh,
it's 5 different sessions, but the different
yes.
sessions relate to topics which are, without our knowledge, connected to each other. So if for instance, if you came to me with the idea on getting more clients, then we would work first of all, of course, to the connection with your higher self, because that's manifesting you as a being also on this planet. And then different topics would occur, which can't be done only in 1 hour. So then the next hour would be like the extension of the first session. Just it goes on and on and on. And in the 5 sessions, I know out of experience of the last year that people really have life-changing events by 5 sessions. Some people, they because it's always free will, some people take a session, even for the 5 sessions, it's price profitable than several sessions, single sessions. Sorry for the English. So a single session is 99 euros, 5 sessions is 385 euros. So there's a price advantage in the set. But some people then still take a session, and then there's 2 months in between the next one, and then I see that it's not working as powerful as it could be. So mostly what I do with clients is I take a session, and then they decide themselves if they want to digest it a little bit longer. And mostly it's between 1 and 3 weeks that the next session will be. And then you can really connect all these sessions in a like a little chain. And it's really working really deeply.
Mhm.
And
Yep, that's what I did with Nicola. I'm definitely going to get some sessions from you too. I just have to, my significant other has moved out. So I have to rebudget everything again. So it's just a single income now. So yep, that's what I've been doing. I've been working on that. So the universe will provide.
Of course. And the funny thing for me was astonishing, because I have clients who came back for 4 times already. And in the beginning, I was like, "But we're ready." And then, no, but I got some physical things. Okay. And so we started doing, first it was just some blockages, then physical things. And then what I like most is start in the healing area. Start making them Harry Potters like me, and learning them everything I know how to heal. And so that's the next level where I'm at with some clients at the moment. And that's so but for everybody there's something there. And the higher selves are deciding what's fitting or not. So,
And sorry,
no, don't say sorry.
it will take a little time. We are in process. So how long it take the healing? How long you would say, like, the session? It's a 1 day, it's a 5 weeks, it's like,
it's if you do it really quickly, it's 5 weeks. So you take,
and that's enough. It depends on the body of the person.
And
Sorry.
the body, the mindset, and how open you are to what you're receiving. Because sometimes there are subconscious blockages or barriers or whatever things, programs, and then they have to be adjusted and taken away. So it's depending. I can't say, normally if it's one topic, it's in 5 sessions, it's done. And then we take a lot of other things around it, but it's all connected to the 5 sessions. If there are multiple topics, then probably it will be multiple 5 sessions, depending on what the topics will be.
You know, to be honest, because I'm questioning my mind, I find a little battle inside me. It's like, it's not only the customer. The customer, it's like, if I have to tell you, if you tell me, okay, on 100%, how much you want the customer? I would say very little. It's merging with my higher self that I want more. My soul is craving to merge with my higher self. You see, but then the ego mind come and you need client, you know what I mean? That I'm finding a battle in me, but my soul is calling to be one with my higher self. That's what my calling is about. So I think I will fight for that one first. Yeah, if I contact you, it will be that.
And the funny thing is that even if we in our mind make up what the topic is, because some people come to me and they say, I want to my right ear is itching and I want to work on that. And then I talk for 5 minutes and it's something like, but that's not really what's happening. So we need to, in the discussion, it's really clear that something completely different needs to be done. So the universe will provide what is necessary and needed. The higher selves bring us together, and the rest is almost already paved for us. And I think about your the hand on the heart is really helping. And it's more than 20 years I'm practicing it, and I'm convinced completely that with your hand on your heart, it's almost impossible for your ego to manifest it as the way it wants to. So with the hand on your heart, you're connected with your heart, you're connected with your higher self, your soul, and everything will be more easy and smooth and fluent and better. Especially if you have discussions, communication, to put your hand on your heart and discuss and communicate without expectations. So that combination is very, very powerful. I've almost finished my Hand on My Heart course free for a Starseed U. It's always taking more time, so it will be in the coming week. It will be there, but it's really the best thing I can offer to somebody. It's hand on the heart. Put some duct tape on it, and and life will change.
I just wrote HH on my hand. So hand on heart.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that I can get into a habit of it. I love that.
And the duct tape, or how do you call it in Dutch, it's a mitella. It's a thing, if you broke your arm, you can stop it in. Anything which helps you to remind you to keep your hand on your heart. And especially when you are communicating, email, text messages, by phone, normal contact, by Zoom, as soon as you are in contact with others, it helps you to keep everything into your own space. Otherwise, you are easily, if you're in a discussion, you can easily blame somebody and move all the energy over the fence. And if your hand on your heart, it's just like you're just telling what's happening in your system. So you don't push any energy towards another person. So there's no opposition anymore. It's just like, okay, that's happening with you. Oh wow, I wasn't aware, or whatever. It's not heaping up the pile anymore. So it's a beautiful tool.
I want to share something. With you. I get very overwhelmed with it. It's like the universe give me the sign, like how much to take care of me, and it's like I keep fighting. I don't know what I'm fighting. It's like maybe the programming. Like today to come. I seen your post since yesterday, and I am battling. Should I go? I don't know. And like I went for my walk, and I came here, and just before I came here, my bank account was zero. Just before I come here, the money has landed in my bank account. For my session, for the 5-week session with you, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Is that a miracle?
No.
Sometimes, yes. Yeah, you don't understand. You just have to say, thank you, universe. That's all I can say. I can't explain it, guys. It's like, believe and trust. Yeah. Believe and trust. That's all we can say. There is no word.
And if you,
I think
the more you trust,
I think it's surrender. It's surrender.
Yeah, the more surrender. You trust.
That's the big one.
The more you trust, the more you will be being shown. Because if you don't trust, you don't see the other beautiful gifts you get.
I think the trusting I have it, but the surrender, to let go. When you have that belief like of the lack mindset, not good enough, low self-esteem, and it's like you need to hold on tight. Don't go back. Hold on tight. You will get there. Today when I opened my account just before I come here, and I seen like the money has landed. I said, thank you, universe. So I'm going 5 weeks.
Oh, beautiful. And it works like that. If it's something really for you, if your higher self thinks this is a good step forward for you, then everything will be put in line, and everything will be provided. Like the job of Andrea, it's like if everything is centralized in your intention, and it's meant to be for you to make that next step, they will come and bring it to you. And then still, sometimes you have a choice, old system or new system. Like for Andrea, she started doing different work. So maybe there's an offering from office work, but you already from the heart said, not going to do that. So it's very interesting how everything evolves, and everything is a matter of free will, and it's a matter of choices. But if you are connected to your heart and your higher self, the choice is almost always what your heart brings to you.
I actually did get an offer for office work like yesterday or the day before, and I declined it.
And I didn't know that, so it's really interesting and beautiful. Thank you, Andrea.
And most people would want to do it the opposite way. They would want to go from like doing labor to working in an office, but I'm preferring to have a change from the office work to doing something different. So
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Bobby.
The guidance,
Yeah, sorry. Bobby is waiting.
the guidance, the intuition is there for
Yeah.
me, Andrea. But my experience, the intuition is always there. It's magic, because why I say that, it's only today. I know Robert maybe 2 months now. It's only today I went to check his website. It's only today I saw the price of the 5 courses, and I won't lie to you, the first thing have come to my mind, I can't afford it. That was the first thing has come to my mind. But when I opened my bank account at 3 o'clock and I see the money is landing, I said, I should trust, I should not say I can't, because the universe has my back.
Hmm.
That's miracle, guys.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Bobby, do you have anything further to say? And then I'm gonna
I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. This tribe is just amazing.
yeah.
You know, it's like I've been working so hard on opening up and learning different healing modalities and connecting. And once I found you guys, it seemed like everything took off, you know, and it's just, I just can't thank you guys enough. You guys are amazing. All of you guys. And you know, the new people that we're meeting is just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's I got goosebumps. You guys are amazing.
I feel the same, and it's like, and I think that we are a bit different, because I would love to share all my knowledge to everybody I know in the tribe. That's what I'm doing with my sessions as well. It's if I got a new idea on how my energy works, I share it with the people who are ready for it. And that's I think how things work. And like most sessions are helping to remember things you already know, because as a multidimensional being, you know everything. You got all your tools. You can go to all the dimensions and pick up whatever is needed for that moment, for that specific item or thing. Only we forgot everything, and we were disconnected from everything, and they put other programs on us. And now we can easily, we have to do some work for it, but we can easily change that and rearrange that and open that field of remembrance. And that's for me, it's like being Harry Potter and play and enjoy myself.
Yep.
So I would like to thank you, including Anita, who already left, very, very much for your, how you say that, your courage for this first healing session with me on online. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope to see you next week. I will be there again next week, same setting, and just be there. If you would like to share it, please do. I would be very, very, very thankful. But because on Facebook, I'm not really stable enough. I don't know enough people. My tribe is very, very small. So if you like it and you share it in your neighborhood, friends, whatever, or especially not your friends, because then they know you're doing spiritual work. So, so again, thanks a lot, and hope to see you soon again.
Thank you. Guys, have a great day.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.